Here we have a 2016 on a 65 registration. Scania K410EB, Caetano Levante 2, 85 seat PSVAR compliant coach. Now, this is big company mentality. Of 3 of these, this one's ready to go. All registered on the 29th of February 2016. Now, anybody else would have waited a day and had them on 16 plates, wouldn't they? Big company mentality. However, you could also argue they've only had 2 birthdays, so the 65 plate, 2-year-old Levantes. Anyway, this has obviously come out of National Express main fleet, but then came to Carl Jones, which was used on their National Express contract when they held it. Vehicle's been obviously prepared for sale. As you can see, very, very well presented vehicle. Alloy wheels, shiny alloy wheels, which you don't often get on a Levante, are fitted. Well, I say shiny. Tag axle's not great. And I say we've got 3. This one's ready to go. I'll come to that in due course. Under the bonnet, Euro 6 Scania engine. That's driven through a Scania's automated OptiCruise gearbox. Reverse cameras fitted, but currently isn't working. You also have proximity detectors for reversing as well. Back down the near side again, we're all pretty good. Power operated lockers to the near side. This is the winner having high capacity. You can have 85 on board and 85 bags going to a residential, and because it's a triaxle, you haven't got weight issues. A lot of people don't think about that when they've got 70 kids and luggage on a 2-axle. No issue on a tri. But that's the winner, all that luggage space. And length might put you off being 14 and a bit metres. However, long term, everybody's going to have to consider these, because there's going to fast become a shortage of deckers, particularly with that sort of capacity. LED destination displays to front, side and rear. You've got a front step mounted wheelchair lift. As we jump on board, you've got the first 2 seats here are on tracking, but you've got 85 brand new prime seats. They're finished in this black with red highlights Sigma maquette with coordinated leather headrest inserts. Conversion's been carried out by Scania OXC trimmers, which in my book is as good as an Ashall conversion. The biggest job on a Levante is when you take the toilet out, there's nothing there. So all this here, all has to be built up. So that's the place you always look to see how good this bit's been done. And I can honestly say, I've no complaints with this one at all. Okay. Now the other 2 we've got are still to National Express interior, so 57 seats. So what, this one is 85 ready to go. What we can do with the other ones, the plan is to do them the same. However, as they've not been done yet, you could have 80 and keep the toilet. Or what we've worked out is you could go put new seats in 2 and 2, and basically up as far as the emergency door, 2 and 2. Then you'd have 3 and 2 and a back row. What does that give you? It gives you 70 seats, but 2 and 2. So you're getting your 70-seater that's not just a one-trick pony. Okay? You can use it on rail replacement. You can't use this on rail replacement. They won't have 3 and 2 seats. Even though there's 3 and 2 seats on the train, you can't have 3 and 2 seats on rail replacement. But you can have 2 and 2. So you can have 70, 2 and 2. Happy days. Becomes a more usable vehicle. You don't have to use it just 38 weeks a year, do you? I'll get back to what I was saying about Deckers. If you think about it, and this is why the Newmans took the money and ran, really. They saw what was coming. 4 places predominantly feed the Decker market. Right? London, Nottingham, Reading, Lothian. Nottingham have been on alternative fuel for a number of years, so that's not really an option. London, there isn't much diesel left, or full diesel. Reading, they release handfuls. They're not a big player, which leaves Lothian that are going to probably be the biggest supplier of double deckers, and they're going to come at a premium because supply and demand. The less there is, the more they cost. So, and I'm not joking, when this is got, if you want, and we don't get many deckers that are north of 74 seats these days, but if you want high capacity, if you can't go higher, you got to go longer. The only other option is, you know, you're going to have to go and chuck the money out and buy a new Enviro 400. That's just the reality of it. We've got to be planning for this now, because it's coming quicker than you think. Anyway, as I said earlier, 2 seats on quick release tracking, that gives you 81 with a toilet. We're wired for CCTV. Wood effect laminate to the floor. Dash, standard Levante. We've seen them all before. Mileage, they're always high. This one, 1.35 million kilometres. But, having been ex-Cloud Jones fleet, we know it's 1.35 million kilometres that's been well looked after. And that's the other thing you got to consider. As I said, this is ready to go. The other 2, get us a decent deposit. You can have them configured how you want, and you can pick your own colour of maquette. Okay? Lane departure warning, automated emergency braking systems fitted. And that's pretty much it. We all know what Levantes look like. We all know what they're made of. So, to recap, this one is a 2-year-old 65 plate. You'd have waited a day, wouldn't you? Anyway, this one is a 2016 on a 65 registration. Scania K410EB Caetano Levante 2 85-seat PSVAR compliant coach.